Hello, this is Tom Wilson. I'm a licensed counselor, and I own Tom Wilson Counseling Centers and now Tom Wilson Telehealth, a telehealth agency that provides online courses for court education and employment requirements. This tutorial is being developed for both lawyers and their clients who need services but are unable to find those services in their own home state. For example, we often get calls from people who got a DUI in California but don't live there. Chances are that you contacted an attorney in the state of California to represent you in court, and then later were told that you were required to complete something similar to like a 3-month AB 541 class, which is approximately 30 hours in the state of California. However, there's a simple mistake made by out-of-state residents that has led to many counties issuing a warrant for non-compliance for non-resident offenders. This mistake can dramatically increase the time it takes to resolve your case. So at sentencing, all persons that are found guilty or pled guilty or found guilty of a lesser charge are usually required to complete a DUI class to meet the court requirements for California, but not necessarily for their own home state. So failing to report to the program can result in a warrant for noncompliance even if they sign up for classes ahead of time in their own home state. For example, in some counties there is a drinking driver program that provides offenders with proof of enrollment that should be completed by the approved DUI program, and this can be either in-state or out-of-state. Typically, for an out-of-state offender who is not coming back to California, this form must be completed at the time that they enroll in a program. And Tom Wilson Telehealth's new site offers an opportunity for persons to find those programs. We are an online DUI program provider approved by many counties in the state of California. So this form is typically sent out to the provider who fills it out, and then we return it to the provider or to his or her attorney, and then they in turn provide proof to the court to avoid an issuing of a warrant. So out-of-state offenders can simply go to this site and click on California State Outline and find the variety of courses that are typically required for a first or second offender DUI offender in the state of California. And as is noted here, we can see that this has been developed for non-residents of California who received a DUI or a drug charge and is not typically approved for California residents. However, we have found very recently that some people have certain circumstances that even though they do live in California, the court will allow them to take our online course even though they are still a resident of California. However, this does not mean that the DMV will approve or accept a certificate from any program outside of the state of California. So if a person intends on living in California or returning within 3 years, they should really seek a provider who is licensed and has a physical presence in the state of California. So for example, let's assume that our out-of-state offender is required to do an AB 541 3-month program. We simply click on this link and it takes us to this explanation again that they're not approved if they're a California resident unless there's unusual circumstances and approved by the court, but not by the DMV. So the person would simply select this course, hit continue, and then here at this point they would continue to check out once they've selected the correct program. So in this case, we've selected our 32-hour program, which is the equivalent of the AB 541 program for non-residents. We would hit continue, go to checkout, and then they would complete their legal and personal information, followed by moving towards payment and registration. Upon payment, they will be taken to a link where they would continue on right directly to the classroom and get started immediately. The course does not require that someone sit there all day and do courses, do the course for 32 straight hours. A person can log in and log out at any time, and this means that they're able to take it at their own pace as well as in their own time. For example, some people work from 9 to 5, they could take it anytime after that, or if they have a night shift, they could work on it during the day, or when they don't have child or military or other occupational responsibilities. So that simply is how a person would sign up for our class, and then they can call our support number to get proof of enrollment, and it would be sent to their attorney.